Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you once again for tuning in. I want to make it a point of duty to at least put up at least one or two videos every week. Yeah, I post more on my YouTube page. Yeah, but each video I do, I post on my YouTube, then on Facebook. But YouTube is more video friendly, so if you are not following me on YouTube yet, please kindly follow. My channel's name is Sulefield World. That's on YouTube. I have more materials there than I have on Facebook. Today is just going to be like more like a chat, and this video is targeted mostly to my Nigerian brothers and sisters and my African brothers and sisters that probably are planning to relocate. Like I said in my last video, there's nothing wrong with relocation, but it depends on your reasons why you are relocating. Another thing I want to say is you should have a plan when you are relocating. And based on my experience, that's why I'm trying to do this video. Is going to help you a lot. Yes, I titled, the name might change because while recording this video, I've not decided what to type, but I know what I'm going to talk about. I want to say you should not rely too much on your degrees if you are trying to relocate, especially to the Western countries. America, Canada, UK, and all that. Yes, those are important, but don't rely too much on them. I would rather, when you are coming, you have a skill that you have, and you are coming with it. Even while you are planning to come, you don't have a skill yet. I want to advise that you go and learn a skill. Someone was talking to me the other day, and I told her, I said, most of the jobs that we just take for granted in Nigeria, that we commonize in Nigeria, those are the jobs that are making big money here in the West. I'm going to tie my argument today to US, Canada, yeah. Because most of my video that I churn, I'll be talking from experience, so I hope this video helps one or two persons. If you had watched my previous video where I said here, especially here in Canada, they don't to a large extent recognize whatever degree you come with. If you like come with 5 PhDs, that's that one are for your papa pocket. You understand? So basically, they respect more the skill you have. You understand? Even you are doing very well in your field of study and all that. You have degrees and all that. Quite well and good. But what will make you more money is if you have a skill. Trust me, if you have a skill. And this is what I've come to realize. While most people come to Canada, oh, I have master's degree, I have this, and by the time they get here, because of the degree that you say you have it and all that, most likely 90% of the time it's a 9-to-5 job you come and look for. Yeah, most likely 90% of the time you come and maybe be in a 9-to-5. And by the time you get into that 9-to-5, they will just be paying you, even if it's $25 per hour, $30 per hour, $40 per hour. You just be on maybe a rate that they will decide to pay you. But if you have a skill, and I'm going to elaborate a bit further, like this video is not going to be a long one. By the time people have arrived, they have this degree, have that degree, they're applying to different companies and all that. And you have a skill. Sorry, I just got back from work and I just showered, decided to make a quick video before. Yeah, because the thought has been in my mind. I just said, okay, let me quickly record a quick video. So I'm recording this from my house. Okay, where did I stop? Okay, I say, okay, it's important, even if you have many degrees. If you are coming to the West, you are planning to relocate, please, I beg you in the name of God, go and learn a skill. Even if you have your 9 to 5, that skill that you have can be maybe your side hustle or something like that. You even make more money there. Just learn a skill, like I said. A skill, you know. It's just like saying, let me give like an analogy. There's, no matter how good you are as a preacher, and maybe you are invited to a church to preach as a guest preacher, right? No matter how good you are and how sound you are with the knowledge of the Bible, the general overseer of the church that invited you will definitely not want you to outshine him, if you know what I mean. No matter how good, even if in his own perspective you are very good, God is using you, the Holy Spirit is using you, but to a large extent, he will not want you to outshine him. What am I trying to say? No matter how good you are, no matter the number of degrees you have, by the time you come to the West, you are an immigrant. The white people will not want you to outshine them, no matter how good you are. That's just the truth. It's just a few that will be able to break the glass ceiling. And that's not going to come easy. You have to fight tenaciously for it. You understand? My company back in Nigeria, we provide expatriates to the IOCs, Chevron, Shell, ExxonMobil, just like that. I have this, my friend, I'm very sure he's going to watch this video. He's from Poland. The guy is skilled, he works offshore, we always send him offshore, yeah? So he is a marine control room operator. You know, if they are offshore on their vessel where they drill oil and all that. He's a control room operator. He's in his late 60s now. He just I'm not sure he finished secondary school, but he acquired this skill, and he's been working in the oil company for over 30 years. We pay him $1,150 every day when he goes offshore. $1,150 every day. That's his base rate. That's because of the skill he has. Because we are bringing him as an expatriate. But if you reverse the case now, let's assume a Nigerian has that skill and he finds himself in Canada. You understand? Definitely he has that skill. If you just come in with degrees, or I have master's degree in this, and you will apply. But by the time you have that skill, you have certificate to back it up that have the skill, they are going to hire you definitely. And someone that just have degrees piled up and down, he's still going to be applying, and by the time he sees that maybe his work permit or something is getting, maybe it's going to expire, he may just settle down for whichever job he sees. He may end up working in the warehouse, he may end up being an Uber driver, because so that's the challenge here. That's why I say you should learn a skill. So I'm quickly going to run through some skills here that even if you don't have them, try and learn them. I'll start with one: truck drivers. You know, I mean, back in Nigeria, I'm a heavy player in the oil and gas industry. If you mention my name, Sule, at least, to a large extent, many people know me. So you see, by the time all these trailer drivers that come from North, from Warri, from everywhere, they bring their trailer, maybe come to Apapa to come and load and all that. When we see them, we don't even count them as anything. You understand? We treat them anyhow and all that. But a truck driver here in Canada is a big deal. In fact, if you are familiar with the express entry system, they have a special profile for truck drivers. If you are very good, you know how to drive a truck, All this one that people will come here, spend 20,000, 30,000 to come and go to school first, after school, before they apply for PR. If you are a truck driver and you know how to drive truck, you just apply. In the next 6 months, max, you see yourself in Canada. Because Canada has shortage of truck drivers. And they are looking for people to come, those that are knowledgeable in driving truck. So it's a very big skill. That what you just have to do is, you're a truck driver, you have your license, I don't know what they call it, but here in Canada, I think it's called A to Z license or something like that. Yeah, on their driver's license. If you're able to get that, apply and they give you a permanent residence. You are here in Canada. And this is a skill that back home in Nigeria, we don't even regard them as anything, Another thing I want to talk about is mechanic. Mechanic back in Nigeria, the way we treat our mechanics, just treat them shabbily and all that, just like the way I mentioned about truck drivers. Mechanic here, it's a big deal. Do you know mechanic, they charge per hour? I've never seen a thing like that. Some time ago, one of my cars had an alternator problem. So the cost of buying the alternator was, I think, $230. Yeah. But I spent $1,800 just to fix the alternator. How did I spend up to that? The mechanic say he charges $110 per hour. $110 per hour. And it's going to take him 8 hours to change my alternator. So multiply it. Then by the time you add the cost of the part, which is the alternator, which was $200 and something, you add it to it. Then they will not charge tax on it. They will not charge HST on it. In the end, with some other few things, I paid $8,800 just to change alternator. If it was back in Nigeria, it's just to call your mechanic. Hello, I beg, come carry this car. Check waiting. While you're in your office, they say, Oga, now the alternator spoil. I go Ladipo, go buy alternator. Alternator na 50,000. Oga, my workmanship, you'll give me 10,000. Say, I'm not going to give you 10,000. I'll give you 5,000. Okay, Oga, no worry. Make an 7,000. Okay, no worry, I'll go ahead. That's the way we haggle with mechanics back home. Here, the mechanic, maybe at the end of the video, if I'm able to see that invoice, I'll paste it at the back of this video. $8,800 was what I used just to change alternator. So mechanics here is a big deal. Another thing again, another skill you need to learn is hairdressing. You see all those women that they make hairdressing or braiding. If you know how to braid, if you're a woman, you know how to braid. Even if you don't know how to braid and you are planning to relocate, please, I'm giving you a very big secret. Go and learn it. It's a very big, I'm telling you. I have siblings that are into the business and they are making a kill. I'm telling you for free. Yes, I'm telling you for free. And that's a skill that you don't joke with it. And funny enough, barbers, hairdresser and all that, it's not like in Nigeria whereby you just go to the shop and all that. Here you have to book an appointment. Because of the crowd, you have to book an appointment. Oh, we are free this time, we are not free this time. Okay, come at 11. You have to, even you are going to see a barber, you have to book an appointment. Back in Nigeria, you just go to the barbing salon, you meet 2 or 3 people there, you wait, if it's your turn, they barb you. Here you have to call them, they will book your appointment. Hairdressing, hair braiding and all that. So it's a skill that you have to go and learn. Then I want to talk about barbing. Another thing I'll mention, because I said I have people close to me that are into this hairdressing business, I know that braiding, they do $100, $150, $200, just like that. And how many people are you able to do a day? And look at what dollar is doing to naira now, so you know that you'll be making a kill. Then let me go into barbing. Back home, barbers, we don't even regard them as anybody. Just go barb your hair and you get out. Here, barber is a big deal. I live around Toronto area. To barb my hair, because I barb my hair twice a week. All the salon I've gone to, the cheapest I've seen, the cheapest is $50. The cheapest is $50. At today's exchange rate, that $50, that's almost 50,000 naira. So I barb twice a week. Let's say that's 100,000 naira. Multiply it in a month, that would be 8 times. So in a month, I spend 400,000 just to barb my hair. And this one, I cannot just carry my clipper and just go to the store. That one, no. I have to call and book an appointment. I did that for a while and I got tired. I went to Walmart, got all these barbing sets and all that, and I started barbing myself. The time I go into my bathroom and all that, I'll barb myself. That's how I just cut off that. If not, why will I be spending almost how much? 400, 500,000 every month just to barb my hair. And you can imagine how many people, let's assume the barbing salon has, let's say, 5, 6 or 7 or 8 stands that people can sit down and be barbing simultaneously. Do you know how many people is going to barb a day? And the good thing about these jobs is that those kind of jobs is what you declare that they tax you for. You can say in a day maybe it's 1 or 2% you barbed, so that's what they will tax you on. Meanwhile, in the real sense, maybe you barb 10 or 15 people. So you are paying very little on tax. The same thing with hairdressing or hair braiding. I won't tell them, throughout this week, it's only 2 people that came home, there's no business. They will not send somebody to come and sit in your shop and be counting the number of people you made their hair or that you barbed their hair. But if you are doing your regular 9 to 5, as your salary comes, no matter how much they are paying you, the government don't cut their own come out. So you need to learn a skill. Another thing I want to talk about is, okay, I've mentioned truck drivers. Then you see this heavy duty mechanic. Maybe you can repair forklift, you can repair all these bulldozers, all these things. It's a skill that you can learn. You understand? Then another thing, sometime in September, the Canadian government started what they call the transport occupation category for permanent residency. They introduced a new stream for transport occupation. I'm going to mention some of the jobs there. And what they need is just 6 months experience. Just 6 months experience. You don't have to maybe have master's degree or this thing you are working for how many years. Even if you start today, go and join yourself and just learn 3 months. You learn the basic. You attach yourself to a company, you work there. They just need you to have 6 months experience. It's written here. It's a eligibility for transport occupation category. At the end of the video, I'm going to paste it there so you can see. It is from the Canadian government. I'm not reading it from my head. See, eligibility for the transport occupation category. To be eligible, you must have accumulated within the past 3 years at least 6 months of full-time continuous work experience, or an equal amount of part-time work experience in a single occupation listed in the table below in Canada or abroad. So it's either you have the experience here in Canada or anywhere in the world. It may be in Nigeria, anywhere. Just have 6 months work experience. You don't have to come and school in Canada and pay $20,000, $30,000 to go to college or university. You just, any of these jobs, I'm going to read some of them out. Just go learn it, have certificate that you have 6 months experience, and you apply. In the next 6 months, you have your permanent residency, and you are here in Canada. These are shortcuts to come into Canada. You know, I'll mention some of them. Say transport truck driver. I mentioned it there. If you know how to drive truck, you just need 6 months experience. That's all. Railway traffic controllers, marine traffic regulators. You know, just like railway. Maybe if a railway is coming, or maybe in the airport, you see these people that the whole flag, you see them doing like this. I don't know what they are called. Yes, you just need 6 months experience, and you are here in Canada as a permanent resident. Another one they mention here, say, okay, they call them air traffic controller and related occupation. Air traffic controller, all those people using flag to bring plane to here. Just need 6 months experience. You understand? Even if you attach yourself to any of these privates, even tell them, don't pay me, I just want to learn. By the time you finish 6 months, they will give you a letter or something. That's what you need. And you're here in Canada as a permanent resident. You don't need to go through this long route. Let me continue. It's a long list. I'm going to paste it at the, if you can watch this video to the end, you see. Air pilot, flight engineers. Okay, you leave down. It's deck officer, transport, water transport, deck officers. Maybe if you are familiar with vessel, you see all these help hands, maybe on top of a vessel, they call them deck officers. You just need to have 6 months experience that you have worked in the vessel or something. That's all you need. A related occupation. You know, I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm going to stop here. Basically, the idea of why I'm making this video is, if you are planning to relocate abroad, especially US, Canada, UK, don't come and bury yourself in doing 9 to 5. You will make more money and you pay less tax if you have a skill. Mechanics, they are making a kill here. Hairdressers, barbers, and all that. I have a friend, he lives in Windsor, he's a photographer. This guy was a photographer in Nigeria before he came here. During the COVID, because government was giving businesses, you know, money to support them because of COVID, that they could not work and all that. He's a photographer. Since he came to this country, he has not done anything photography. But because that window opened, he quickly registered his company. He said he's a photographer, that the COVID affected his business. They gave him $20,000 just to resuscitate his business, you know. And it's because it's a skill that he has, you know. So I just want to encourage you, learn a skill. If you are coming here, no matter the degrees you have, even if you have 20 degrees, 5 master's degrees, learn a skill. That skill will give you more money here and most of this Western country. If you have watched this video till this end, I thank you, and please subscribe to my channel if you are watching on YouTube, and if it's on Facebook, please kindly follow my page. Thank you very much. Until the next one.